How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the Positive Mindset Podcast, where we come together to raise our vibration, lift our perspective, and build that positive mindset. My name is Henry, and I'm so thankful to have each and every one of you here today because in this episode, we're going to talk about something that might be stealing your joy. If you're looking at your life, if you're reflecting and feeling empty, the hurt, the pain, whatever it is that is bringing you down, in this episode, we're going to help identify what that is and how to release it so that you can expand into your positive self. But before we get started, we're going to take a few moments to slow down, zero in. We're going to take some deep, healing, meditative breaths to help us align on the frequency that we want in our lives. So you can pick a word. It can be love, joy, happiness, abundance, whatever frequency you want. And we're going to take a deep breath in. And as you're breathing in, you're going to say this word over and over and over again. Really charge yourself up with that energy. And then as you're holding your breath, visualize yourself doing something in that frequency. And once you exhale, anything that no longer resonates with you will leave you and you'll be in a more positive state. So let's go ahead and take a deep breath in. And out. So we're going to take another deep breath and we're going to do a little bit different this time. So we do want to surround ourselves with positive energy. So make sure when you do this, you surround yourself with something that's uplifting. It might have a certain smell, a certain taste, however you imagine it. It's meant to lift you up. But I want you to take that same word that you used just a few moments ago. And when you say it, I want you to add the words I am. So it could be I am abundant, I am loving, I am powerful, I am forgiving, I am in peace, whatever it is. And as we breathe in, say that sentence, I am abundant, or whatever it is, over again. Charge yourself up with the energy that you see. As you hold your breath, allow it to just resonate within your body. Allow it to remove and pick up all the negativity, all the things that are holding you back. And as you exhale, allow it to take it with it, leaving you in a more positive state. So let's go ahead and take another deep breath in. And out. Well, before we get started, if you're on Spotify or YouTube, you can actually leave a comment below. So if there's something that resonates with you, if you leave something about that, somebody might read that and it might inspire them to give this episode a shot. It also allows me to know what it is that you enjoy or resonates with you in these episodes. Even things like how I just changed that breathing technique. If you liked it or didn't like it, let me know. My goal is to make this the #1 mindset podcast in the world, and the best way to me would be doing it together. So whether you leave a comment or you know somebody that would resonate from this podcast and you share it with them, it will mean so much. I appreciate it, and I'm so thankful that you take the time to do it. But let's dive into today's episode. So this message, I was trying to figure out how to do it, how to really talk about this without sounding a certain way. So I figured the best way is just to be honest and share. So this podcast, it's been something I've been working on, something I've been growing for a long time. And I've really been focusing on the podcasting platforms that I do this. So think about this in relation to your life, something that you're working on, something that you're trying to grow, whatever it is. Maybe it's your mindset, maybe it's your finances, your health, whatever it is that you're working on. I've been working on it. It's been growing. In fact, I've been very blessed. It's grown really well within the podcasting space. So I decided to add this on YouTube. You might be watching this on YouTube. But on YouTube, I haven't put as much time into it. You know, YouTube, you have to do thumbnails, you have to do different SEO. So I've really just been making the episode for a podcast platform, audio for a long time. I do video now, but then I just put it on YouTube as well. Well, the numbers on YouTube are actually not that big. You know, I might get 10, 20 listens on YouTube versus on podcasting, it's going to be 10, 20, or 30,000. And so I was looking on the YouTube numbers and I started getting down. I started feeling like, you know, what am I doing wrong? Why is it not resonating? Like, this is embarrassing. Like, I have this podcast that I'm so proud of, and then someone can look it up on YouTube and it only has a few, 100 followers, or it only gets a few views. Like, it's embarrassing. And so I was having those thoughts, and you probably have those thoughts about things in your life. Maybe it's a relationship. Maybe it's your business. Like maybe you've been working on your business and it's not very big and you're not proud of it. Or maybe it's your health journey where you've been dieting and you're not in the place that you want to be, or your finances, whatever it is. I started looking at the negative so powerfully that I forgot about the positive and I forgot about the actual purpose. The purpose is not to be famous. The purpose is not to have the biggest podcast. Yes, those are goals, and not necessarily fame, but growing the podcast and the message. Those are goals. But the purpose, and the only purpose for me, the only purpose for you, is the state of being. I am choosing to do a podcast with my learnings, my discoveries. That's what I'm choosing to do. But that is not the purpose. The purpose is always going within. The purpose is always healing. The purpose is always leveling up. And so if you want to find something that will steal the joy, that will steal the light, look for something external to fulfill you. That's the problem. I could be fulfilled by looking at the podcast numbers and then equally disappointed, let down, feeling empty by looking at the YouTube numbers. The external results don't matter. If only one person listened to this podcast and that one person was me, it's still a win because the information is uplifting myself. The information is self-growth. This information is about achieving inner peace, about healing, about spreading love. So even if it's only for me, it's still a win. So no matter what it is that you're doing, if you're operating on trying to be right within, you're on the right path. Do not worry. Do not allow the external results, whatever they are, lift you up or take you down. I should not be more proud of myself because more people listen, and I should not be less proud of myself because less people listen. You should not be more proud of yourself because more people notice, and you shouldn't be less proud of yourself because less people notice. It's not about the external. It's not about what people give you, what people see, what people say based on what you do. It's about knowing that you are growing within. This world, this external physical world, is something that we're experiencing, but we are not it. We're experiencing the world. We are not it. We are not the physical. This body that you're borrowing came from the dirt, is going to go back. This name that you're attached to, this status, this job, this position, whatever it is, all of it will fade, but your energy will always continue. So that should be number one priority always. Your soul, your spirit, your inner being, that's what matters. And so quickly, we can allow our light, myself, this is what I was doing. We can allow our light to dim because of something external, when it's always internal. So if you're struggling with this, if you're looking at your life and it's not where you want it to be, look within. If you're looking at your business and it's not where you want it to be, look within. If you're looking at your friendships, if you're looking at your finances, if you're looking at your health, whatever it is, stop and go within. Don't judge yourself on the external. The external is irrelevant. When you're right within, your world is right. Remember, the world is not as it is as you are. So why would you try to change the world or result in the world when it is only going to be a reflection of you? Go within. If you want your light stolen, go outward. If you want to fuel your light, if you want to grow the energy within you, go inward. Do it for you always. Don't do it for the numbers. Don't do it for the recognition. Don't do it for the pride, for the ego, all those things. And yes, we're humans. We're having this experience. I would be lying if I didn't say that I want the numbers to be bigger. Of course I do. I would be lying if I didn't say that I don't feel good that the podcast is growing, or that I know that thousands of people tune in and we do this thing together. Like, of course those things make me feel good, but that's not where the value comes from. And the value can't come from that for you too. It has to come within, always. Are you following your process? Are you minding your mindset, your thoughts, the words you speak? Just go there. You can control that, because the way you operate within the situation you're in, like the activity you do, the way you conduct your body, the way you conduct your thoughts, the way you conduct your words, the things that you listen to, the things that you participate in, create the frequency that you operate in. If you're at a high frequency, it doesn't matter the frequency around you. Remember, it is not a blessing to be a positive person who just happened to be surrounded by infinite love, positive situations, infinite money, infinite comfort. That person is just in a reflective state. They are not in their own energy. But if you're that positive person, that high frequency person that's right within, and you're in the painful world, you're going through the trauma, the failures, the hurt, all of those things, and you're still right within, then you are the controller, the powerful being that you can be of your frequency. And that's the purpose of this life. If you wonder why bad things happen, it's that. Bad things happen to show you darkness so that you can be the light within. Failures happen to show you the darkness so that you can be the light within. It's all happening for you. It's not happening for you to get the new car. It's not happening for you to get the new relationship, the new job, the new income, the new house. Those are things that you can do. It's all happening for you to go to a dark place to be a provider of light. That is your purpose. That is your mission. That's how you become the rising tide that lifts all ships. Well, thank you so much for listening. I hope this episode resonated with you. I do, of course, love talking about the podcast, but sometimes, I don't know, sometimes it feels weird, but I hope it gave you a perspective on your life and how you can reflect within. If you want to make sure you don't miss a single episode, make sure you subscribe to my email list. There's a link down below. You'll get updates every time a new episode comes out. And if you want to follow me on social media, there's my Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook group all down below. I appreciate everybody that has taken time to follow me, sent me messages. It means so much to me. And if you listen to this episode and you want to work with me, I am a mindset coach. This is what I do. I help people with the perspective in their life. We connect each week. We align ourselves. We go through these things to get you centered so that you can be right within. I am currently full on clients, but I do have a bit of a waiting list. If you'd like to join it, you can reach out to me via Instagram. We can start communicating. And of course, I want to help as much as possible, so we can just talk there, or you can message me. There's a link down below. If you fill that out, I'll follow back up with you. And as soon as I can, I will. I know that some of you have messaged me and I haven't had a chance to get back to you. I promise I want to. Some of you are so just open with sharing what it is that you're going through, and I want to respect that and give a good response as I can. And so those do take a little bit of time sometimes, but thank you so much for the support. Thank you so much for reaching out. Have a wonderful day, and I can't wait to talk to you next time.